Hi, art historians. Welcome back. We are moving right along to Module 3, and I'm so excited. I'd also like to start this little introductory video with a little introduction of Moon as well. This little boy is a totally crazy cat, and sometimes he needs some love, as in right now, when I'm starting to record these videos for you all. So I will let him scamper away, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this unit. All right, so we are now, like I said, in Module 3. This is Art of Asia Part 1, and we are looking at East Asia 1, 3.01, the Qing Dynasty of China. I want to first give you a little bit of a preference. I have looked up the pronunciation for the words that I wanted to discuss in this video. I'm not amazing at it, but I am truly trying my hardest, so just have a little bit of grace for me as I navigate some of these complex pronunciations for this particular unit. Speaking of which, we are looking at 7 core works and 5 supplemental works, and these range in date from around 1658 to 1862 CE. They're all located in and around China, Mongolia, as well as parts of Russia, and we are going to take a look at some architectural pieces as well as some smaller scale works by specific artists, and of course our supplemental resources as well. So our architectural sites include the Imperial Palace and Gardens. Looking at some smaller scale works, we have Wang Shimin's Cloud Carpet Mountains and Misty Riverside. We have Gong Zhang's 8 Views of Landscape. Oh, and Moon's back. Then we have Bada Shanren's Lotus and Ducks, Portrait of Shi Wenying and Lady Guan, and The 100 Birds, as well as Zhao Xingyan's Flower Album. Our supplemental works include a lacquer box, Wang Shishen's Garden Scene Album Leaves, the Beijing Summer Palace, the Porcelain Vase, and Qianlong's Emperor as Manjushri. Hello, Mooney. He really likes Qing Dynasty artwork. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what's happening in this era of art history now. So the Qing Dynasty reigned from around 1644 to 1912, approximately. They were established by the Manchu people, and then they expanded China's territory by incorporating regions such as Taiwan, Tibet, and Mongolia to actually make it one of the largest empires in history. And I'm going to ask you to just scoot out of the way a little bit there, buddy. I have to record a video. Back up. There you go. Perfect. All right, so this dynasty saw a period of flourishing cultural development as well as advancements in literature, painting, and the promotion of Confucian ideals. They maintained a tributary system, engaged diplomatically with neighboring states while also asserting their dominance, and they also implemented a very strict social hierarchy. The opium trade by British merchants also led to widespread addiction, unfortunately, as well as social issues, and this culminated in the Opium Wars of the 1800s. This was a massive civil war that later happened as well, and it led to the end of the reign of the dynasty. This was also fueled by social unrest. We see different examples of economic hardship, as well as various religious movements outside of that Confucianism. Hey, bud. I think he thinks that when I pet him, he should pet back sometimes, and so he likes to pet my hair. Regardless, I have to talk about this dynasty. Can you let me talk? Oh, okay, buddy. Let's give him a little bit of love while I continue explaining. So, the increased contact with Western powers definitely brought along a lot of technological advancements and ideas that also created significant challenges for these people. And this included some unequal treaties as well as the lack of sovereignty. And then, of course, we're on our way. By the mid-19th century, the Qing faced corruption, internal strife, as well as pressures from those foreign powers that eventually led to the end of imperial rule. However, as you can see, their huge expansion into various territories, as well as the creation of some really important artworks, just shows what a powerhouse they were when they were at their full potential in regards to their reign and the control that they had over these regions. So you're definitely going to see a lot of relationships between humans and nature. In that Confucian ideology, it really is understanding that nature itself is always that big power, and that as human beings, we think that we can control it, and we think we have any kind of substance of understanding of it, but at the end of the day, it's nature that's going to take over, and that is one of my favorite aspects of not only this era of Chinese art, but others as well that we're going to look at. Now, enjoy this moment because future Chinese artwork gets a little bit more political and a little more propaganda-y. So it's really nice to take this moment where we can appreciate that nature aspect and the presence of nature within these compositions. So I hope you really enjoy the first half of this module, and I will check back in maybe with my friend here. Right, buddy? We'll see. Bye, everyone.